wet soap for 20 seconds. They say it takes 20 seconds for if you have any type of germ on your hand or anything, so you need to wash for 20 seconds. We had some signs to put up in the restroom, but we didn't bring them this morning. But that's a safety thing, and you need to make your children practice that when they're at home. Because if they going out or communicating with anybody, you know, they can still carry that. So make sure they wash with 20-second wet soap, you know, when they are washing their hands.
Can I say this about the soap? It's better to wash with the pump soap instead of the bars.
And long as have germ killer, bacteria killer. Yeah. So.
Good morning, everybody. I feel like it's a blessing to be able to be here. For those of you who have been working in the healthcare field, thank God for you. I know in every field, but really those who are right now on the front line of this COVID-19 pandemic virus. It is worldwide, and it is something that we, as Christians, we should not be afraid of, but we should practice common sense and, you know, towards each other and just help where we can. So this is why it's important to have a church home. It's important to know that you can get help and you can get support when you need it. There was about three things that we wanted to address. The first one was, is there anybody who has been laid off in the church family, I'm talking about a new birth family, by their employer, or do you know of anyone who has lost their job due to the COVID-19 pandemic? Someone close to you, close in the new birth family, somebody that you know of, your children, they're adults mostly, we have adult children here. We need to know that for new birth, because we understand, you know, New Birth Community Bible Church, that community means a lot, and we have to be one community to help each other, support each other, even if it means doing whatever we can, because we know that it's really hard right now. For example, Sister Montgomery, she has to do physical therapy on her shoulder, and we have suggested to her that she have in-home physical therapy besides her going out. Which one is better? For me, because of her age, it would be better for someone to come in. Now, I work at a hospital, so I have people who are in the home-based health care, and they're concerned about their safety too when they walk into somebody's home. So as long as they're wearing personal protective equipment, it's okay, because most of us don't have like one-on-one patient to employee contact. But those that do go into other people's homes, that's affecting everybody too. So let's just keep that in mind. So just keep that in mind. If y'all know of anybody, please let Pastor Jones know, and so we can offer some help from the New Birth Community Bible Church, okay? The other one was for tithing and offerings. Now, of course, we don't have the people here that are normally here and who normally give. We don't want you to not give if that's what you want to do, if that's what God lays upon your heart to do. We still want you to be able to give as God blesses you, so you can bless the church. And with those offerings, that's also a way that we can help our community. So just keep that in mind. But we want to talk about this and we want to discuss this, but some options could be, you know, picking up tithes, designating someone to do that, dropping off tithes, somebody wants to come here and drop off their tithes, having that option. Cash App, you know, people want to use the electronic means of giving. We do have a Cash App, and I'll send it out, but right now it's I'm gonna get it wrong. I believe it's $NBCBC 1995. So that's the Cash App sign for New Birth Community Bible Church. And like I said, I'll send it out via GroupMe. So if anyone wants to give electronically, then they'll be able to do that. Okay. And the third one was New Birth, reaching out. We're reaching out to the New Birth community, but we also want to reach out. We want to see how we can be helpful in our surrounding community, because when we talk about our mission statement, we're always talking about how can we support, Ellis County, Dallas County, and the surrounding areas. And now it's resonated even more on how we need to be more visual and more helpful in our community. Even if that's by monetary means, giving to an organization maybe that's already stood up, or it may be something where we can offer food, lunches for people in this area. If there's somebody willing to do that. I see these, I watch Channel 5 and they always have something good. And I think about us all the time, like, well, okay, well, what can New Birth do? There's something good that we can do. We just have to be willing to do it and be willing to be committed to it. There's something good we can offer. I know there's a shortage of toilet tissue, paper towel, things of that nature. I spoke with my Aunt Sarah, and she said she had to go around. She said generally people have been very helpful, helping them with their groceries, whatever they need to do. And I think that's wonderful that bad things come, but it brings out the good in people. But she said she wasn't able to find toilet tissue. She was able to find paper towel, but not toilet. So that could be something, it's not small right now, but if someone has a lot that they could possibly donate to the church, and maybe the church can give that out to people would be very happy about that. So just things like that. Sometimes small things make a big difference. So now we're all in this together. I want everybody to know that it's not just one, one family, one this, one that. We are together, and that's strangers alike. So let's just continue to practice our common sense and just help people when they need to be helped. I mean, because honestly, like I said, God is in control, and that's all that matters. That's good enough for me. And I have to constantly tell myself that it's good enough for me. So does anybody have any questions about the information I put out? I know it's a lot. If anybody has any feedback, something that they were thinking about doing,
I don't have any feedback. All those things are good. I volunteer to do any of the tide pickups, drop-offs, any supplies, toilet tissue, whatever they need. If somebody needs the paper goods, whatever they need to get taken to somebody, I can do that. So if you got something now, or if we have something that we're collecting, I can go take it to whoever needs it.
That's a blessing.
So.
Thank you.
Okay, so Deacon John will be the contact person.
Yes, I would definitely do that.
And prayerfully, Sister May, you'll get that out and you'll text it to the members so they'll know who the contact person is for that.
Okay.
So that way they'll know, if they need something, they can contact them.
But hold on, can we pause?
As far as how you want to be contacted, do you want to be contacted?
They can contact me by text.
Phone, by text? What's the
I always text. Is good. If you got to call me, call me.
Okay.
But most of the time, text is always better. Give me the list and make sure they have the address.
Okay. And need to put out your phone number as well.
Yes.
For that, if they don't have it already. Anyone else? Please, this is the time for us to talk about this, and because it may be something that we haven't thought about. So it's important that we put our thoughts together and come up with things that we can help each other through this time, and we will get through this.
Amen.
But while everybody's kind of thinking, I did receive. This was on Messenger. This is one of Deacon Mace's cousins. I did send it out to New Birth as well. We were just talking about, you know, washing your hands and things of that nature. But one of her friends who works at a hospital said that the virus is spreading quickly from gas pumps. And so he said, you know, if you have gloves, wear gloves. If you have paper towel, you know, just use that paper towel. I don't know how long paper towel is going to even be available by the gas pumps nowadays, but just grab that. But just kind of be aware. Just be aware. And I agree with this 100% because I've always been very monkish. That was that show Monk, my favorite detective show. But I've always been monkish about pumps, gas pumps. I don't like to touch them. So now I really don't like to touch them. I got gas yesterday and I did have gloves because I had to go to the laundromat. And those are things that you don't even think about in these times, but they're here. And we just have to practice common sense. Go ahead.
And they did say that germ stays on metal for a longer time than people think.
Up to days.
You don't wipe it off, you know, so it's very important that y'all tell your children, tell whomever drive a car, use gas to make sure they have gloves or they wipe the pump off.
And throw your napkin away or your gloves away. Don't put them back
Put
in.
it to your mouth.
Yeah, don't put them back in the car like I did, but don't do that. Has anybody experienced anything this week that you want to share with everybody that would be helpful, meaningful? Thinking.
Excuse me. Before.
Yes.
One more thing. Sister May can make a list of these things that we telling them not do and send it out to, you know, to each one of the members so they can be aware of that.
Okay. Anybody?
Well, I had something to say, you know, like Sister Montgomery, you know, I was gonna make it a point, you know, while I'm off right now, to go see about her, you know, at least 2 to 3 times a week.
Okay.
To you know, because she's not used to being sit down,
Right.
and I know that would lift her spirits a lot if I, you know, if I would come to see her. If any of us come to see her, it would lift her spirits. So that was my main thing about the one that is kind of shut in and unable at this time, you know, to move around. And she's, if she wasn't sick, she would be here. So I just made a point to see. She's my case that I want to support and help her right now.
Can
and I
we
also check on Sarah as well?
Do we need to designate people to actually support the people who can't do stuff or that are sicker inside? You know, it's get an actual person, just I guess to report, yeah, they were good this week or whatever, until we start back the normal activities. You know, ain't Lyra. If you Tina, just make sure you check on her. Marcus and Mary, and
That's good.
I can call in Sarah.
And I think calling them would be better.
Yeah, it is.
Because that way
They
you don't
appreciate it.
expose
Check on them, you know.
yourself
They
to
not gonna
them.
wanna
You
get
can,
out.
you can just call them and make sure
They
if
need
they
anything.
okay or if they need something. Tell them who to contact and what to do, so.
Okay.
Yeah, and so, so that means that we'll just, I don't know how you wanna do that, we'll put it on our group meet, or if you know, just say, hey, sister, you know, my mom is doing fine, everything's going well, she don't need anything, or how we gonna do that. I know Renee is, she actually communicates on the group meet, how she's doing. And of course, she's in, you know, because she's her low immune system, so she's staying in. And brother James May Pops, he's doing well. He's doing good. He's shut in, of course, and he has a bit of well, he's been sneezing. He coughs a lot because of his, you know, the swallowing. But he sneezed a couple times and he said he was cold. So Deacon May is actually taking his temperature regularly and just kind of monitoring him to make sure that, because he sits by the door, we'll have to discuss if we want to change where he sit, because maybe that could be something, you know, a simple thing like that will go a long way. So we'll discuss that and see what we can do for him, because he sits right by the door. So he's doing fine. He really is. He can't go to the gym with us like he did, so that was usually something. That is usually something he's looking forward to. He'll just go to the gym with us and watch us work out, but you know, can't do that. So, but he's doing good. So for everybody, thank y'all for having any thoughts and prayers.
And it would be good if everybody had a thermometer in their house and can take their temperature. You know, take everybody's temperature in the house. You don't have any kind of thing.
The three major symptoms are a dry cough, fever, and unable to breathe, shortness of breath, because it is a respiratory disease. It will affect your respiratory and eventually shut down. So those are the things, especially for